Hello and welcome to another Lightboard session. I'm Benny, the manager of ITQ in Germany, and together with me is Stephan. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Stephan Wolf. I'm lead solution engineer at VMware for the topic network and security.
Perfect, thank you. So today we came together to talk a little bit more about NSX Plus, a new product which I am completely unfamiliar with. Can you enlighten me a little bit more about that?
Sure. So NSX Plus, the idea is to have a central point of management for all your NSX instances. In the past, we can control every on-prem data center we had. So we had an on-prem data center here, a second one here. And then we had maybe a footprint in the cloud with VMware Cloud on AWS or even VMware Cloud on Azure. And the problem was with NSX Federation that we can control the on-premise side centrally, but not the instances in the public cloud. So what we did was we had a manager here and we had a manager here, so they can manage by NSX Federation, but these managers here and here was slightly different administrated depending on the public cloud. And so with NSX Plus, you can just enable the NSX Plus instance, and then you can onboard one site after another and one instance after another. And so you have a completely view and consistent management for all these instances of NSX. And with this comes, for example, the option to say, okay, I have a central point for policies, firewall policies, and where I can control the microsegmentation for all these environments. And if you want to create a firewall rule, these are valid in all these data centers. And even if you move virtual machines from one data center to another, they are always secured, regardless where they come. And so there's no need to add additional firewall rules depending on the place where it comes. And with this comes also the intelligence. And with NSX Intelligence, you have the option to get a suggestion for a rule. So depending on the flows we have, the communication we have inside the data center, NSX Intelligence will, inside NSX, give you a recommendation for firewall rules. You can edit it and then push it directly to the firewall rule set. With this, you can just have this firewall rule everywhere, regardless where the VM is. It's always secured with an optimal firewall framework, firewall rule set.
So actually, that is a service which you are consuming out of the VMware Cloud Portal, or?
Right, with the VMware Cloud Console, you can just enable the service, and then you can just, after some minutes of spinning off, then you can just start to onboard one site after another.
Okay, so you were talking about managers in each of these environments, obviously. So will this service in the cloud act as a new manager, or how do I have to understand that? Do I have to maintain anything there?
So the local manager instances will stay as they are, and they will be there and can be administrated like they was before. This is a new instance, more seen as a supervisor manager.
Okay.
They can push their configuration to the local managers here and here. And if you want to, for example, say, okay, I want that this specific configuration should be valid on the specific point or everywhere.
Yeah, okay.
So it's the manager of the managers, yeah.
Really good. Really,
so with some extra options. And with this comes also HCX Plus. And with HCX Plus, you have the option to, if you have, for example, also HCX present in these different sites, you can just say, okay, in the past, we say, okay, if you have just 1, 2, 3 data centers, no problem, HCX can cover that. We can move virtual machines from A to B. But the problem was if the customer has 40 sites, 50 sites, 60 sites, then things got complicated because you have a fully meshed network between them. And so that was sometimes difficult to administrate. Now with HCX Plus, you can say, I want to move a VM from A to B, and HCX Plus will do the rest for you.
Okay, so a unified platform actually, which brings everything together into one portal, and you can then manage everything.
Right. So and awesome. it's also a part of that. So with HCX, you can just enable the same experience that you have now from NSX Plus, also in HCX Plus.
Yeah, it definitely simplifies the operation, I think. So it's really, really awesome.
And another feature that we introduced some months ago is the NSX project. So with NSX projects, you have the option to create multi-tenancy capability in NSX. We have that before with VCD, so with the VMware Cloud Director. And now, even if you have no Cloud Director, you can create projects. So every user has his own NSX part, own IP address, subnet, own networks, but they don't have to think about the network behind it. So tier 1 router, tier 0 router, it doesn't matter. You just say, I need a network, here's the IP address range, you get it. All the topologies, tier 1, tier 0, will be done for you automatically.
Wow. Powerful.
And you can do that even if on-prem or also in the cloud. And the good thing is, if you want to move something, all the necessary things will be done automatically in the other sites.
That's a big game changer to have that multi-tenancy feature without Cloud Director. That's definitely huge.
Yeah, and then we have also NDR. So NDR is network detection and response. So as additional capability for security, we can, for example, make sure that if we have here lateral movement or some other things like malware detection, lateral movements, or even somebody wants to extract data from these data centers, we will see anomalies and we automatically make alerts, and you will see this regardless of where it happens inside NSX Plus. And as let us say, the last point what we implemented in NSX Plus is the advanced load balancer. So the advanced load balancer, which is previously called AVI,
correct,
is also now available as a cloud service. So you can just roll out the load balancer wherever you need it, in on-prem or even in the public cloud with the appropriate form factor. Even it's a native public cloud form factor, we can roll it, and you have the same console for administrating all your load balancers, same troubleshooting, same visibility, regardless where the load balancer is located.
Awesome. I think that is definitely sums up into a really, really good solution package. Actually, it's not only one feature set, and it definitely simplifies the operation of our customers. So if you found this useful and you're interested in NSX Plus, please contact VMware or ITQ. We will definitely be so happy with you to help you to implement and to consult on this technology. And thank you for listening, and hope to see you guys soon.